Hello everyone, it's me, Candice Michelle, and forgive me, I'm doing a selfie and I'm holding it up. So when I do this number, it's going to be backwards. Sorry. But I don't have the proper tools yet. So I wanted to do a quick little video of my favorite Christmas movies. And while I'm sitting here talking to you all, napkins, that's rusty. And I totally just got stuff all over my lap. I don't care. And of course, so I created a blog about my top 10 favorite Christmas movies, and I didn't talk about them, but now I'm going to. So, first one, my first favorite all time Christmas movie is. I love this movie. I think I saw it when I was probably like 13 or something, I believe, or maybe younger than that. My auntie, they were showing it on TV, and my auntie was talking about it, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess it's a cool movie to watch. And I didn't really understand the humor, but now that I look back on it, oh my gosh, the humor is so funny. And all the kid wanted was a BB gun. That's all. He shot his eye out. It's beautiful. I mean, the one-liners. I mean, I still say some of those sayings. But the dad was hilarious. I'll turn off stuff and I'll mutter, "Don't want to waste electricity." And I just saw a burlesque show, Terry Rouge Burlesque, ran by Bessie Boutte. So one of the performers, the co-producer, I believe it was, she was actually the lamp, the leg lamp, and she was dancing with this big lamp on. I was like, oh my gosh! And she was wearing fishnets, and then she, like, pretty much towards the end, she took it off, and she was just, I was like, oh my gosh! And her outfit looked amazing. She had a black rhinestone bra and corset and panties, and I was just like, oh my gosh, it was so cool seeing her do that. And so, A Christmas Story is my favorite. It's just hilarious. I mean, it's the funniest Christmas movie out there. And speaking of funny, Christmas with the Cranks. I love Tim Allen so much. Oh my gosh. And that movie just cracks me up all the time when he gets Botox injection. And he can't move his face because all he wants to do is save money by going on a cruise with his wife because their daughter was in the Peace Corps, so she was going to Peru. And then she springs it up on them like, "Hey, guess what? I'm coming back for the Christmas." And she had just left like maybe a few days before, and so they're springing into step to set up this Christmas party because she expects it. She's like, "Oh, so how's the Christmas party planning and all that stuff?" And so Tim Allen was kind of being a jerk in the movie. He wanted to do things his way, and he avoided. And it's just really, it's a great movie about, because I love Rudolph and all that, and commercialism and all that. But really, the movie at the end of the day is about the community coming together, and but during the movie, it's all about commercialism, like who has the biggest decorations, and got to put up frosty. It's got to be picture perfect, and they get on him because they're like, oh, well, you're going on a cruise? Well, what are we supposed to do? Like, you're supposed to have this party, and but that's not normal. So it's just a really funny movie about a community that just freaks out because someone doesn't have a Christmas decorations, and then they all come together at the end, and Tim Allen becomes less Scrooge and more Happy Santa. And my third favorite, I love this movie. I actually like it better than the first one. I do not like the first one so much. Oh my gosh, that's a beautiful house, but Home Alone 2 was just epic. I mean Tim Curry and Joe Pesci. I love birds, but Joe Pesci was like beating up the birds. The kid gets lost in New York again. He gets lost in New York, and he just has his dad's credit card and goes crazy. And I've always wanted to do what Kevin did, but the Twin Towers are not there anymore. So neither is Schwartz, the toy store that he was in, which is sad. But I've always wanted to do Home Alone too. I've always wanted to do that. So same hotel as him and all that. So it's just really hilarious. Tim Curry is just epic. I mean, especially when they do the The Grinch is awesome. So, next up is Rudolph. So, I bought this collection probably back in 2004, I say. And it has all the classics. And so Rudolph and Santa Claus are in here, and those are right next to. They kind of made Frosty Dumps. I didn't really like that one, but Rudolph is just so cute. I just love me some Rudolph. I just think he's so adorable. And I actually have something I want to show you. Hold on. So I'm back. Only have one hand, y'all. I bought this at Dollar General. You know, they have some really good stuff for Christmas stuff. So all of my things are from Dollar General. And oh, by the way, so here's those. So, and I got the Santa one. I got these from Walmart a year ago, and I love wearing it for Christmas. And Santa lights up too. So he's a big one. They have more stuff. So that has always been my favorite. I've always wondered how they made that, and I went on YouTube and I saw how they did that, and I'm like, absolutely not. Those people that made those movies, dedication. Fred Astaire narrates for Santa Claus, and Burl Ives, he narrates for Rudolph, and I just love. I love that they gave him a big old story besides the Rudolph one, but it's just a really cool. I've always loved it. I'm like, my gosh, and it's just amazing the creativity that they had. They had a lot of creativity back in the day. I mean, my gosh, like you would see, the cars back in the 50s. I'm like, who would? No one thinks to make really okay. Don't get me started. So, Rudy. So, those are my favorites. Santa. I love the story of Santa, and I think it's just such a sweet story. And Fred Astaire, gosh, he's such a sweetheart. Rest in peace. The next one I'm reading off a little list. Ooh, this is my mom's favorite, The Grinch. It's just really funny. Like, it's kind of sad, like how he treated his dog, but it is a funny movie. But I did see the Jim Carrey version. I liked it at first, and I bought it, and I did like it, but it just wasn't the same. And now I've grown out of the Jim Carrey one, so, and I'm not even gonna try to see the new one. I'm like, no, no, no. So, I love my Grinch. I like the fact that at the end of this story, he changed, and he was like, wow, these people came together not because of toys and materialistic things, but they came together because, again, community. So that's why that's my favorite. And the dog, he was just like, hey. The dog was like, how you doing? I don't know how I got here. It was epic. Okay, so the next one after that is Tim Allen. I have seen all the Santa Claus movies. I love the first one. I think it's a great movie. And I also like the second one a lot. But I like this first one 2 points more. The third one, yeah. But but I'm still gonna buy it. But I love Tim Allen. He's a great comedian, and he made this during his prime of oh my gosh, how did I forget the show? Home Improvement. And I have a movie of his called Galaxy Quest. Love that also. Hilarious movie, sci-fi. But and aliens. But yeah, it's a really Santa Claus, he becomes Santa. And, in the first movie, the kid is really happy about it. In the second movie, it's a burden because he can't tell people that his dad is Santa Claus. And then the third movie, he grows up even more and he has to fight off this Mr. Freezer. I forgot the guy's name. But he's the evil villain that freezes everything. So. I don't have any DVDs or anything because I don't think these are on DVDs. The next one will be Mr. Krueger's Christmas. So this one stars Jimmy Stewart. I just love him. I saw this movie, I think when I was living in Hollywood. They were talking about it. And he's a lonely janitor that lives by himself. And he daydreams and he reminisces. And it's a really sad movie. And he just imagines himself at the birth of Jesus, and he's talking to this little nativity scene. And so he goes in and he imagines him being there. And I just found out that he did it all in one take because it was too emotional. It was made by the Latter-day Saints. And my gosh, I saw it once and I was bawling like a baby because Jimmy Stewart is such a sweetheart. And he just really played that role. And it's only for 30 minutes. And at the end, I haven't seen it in a few years, but at the end, there's this girl who's really sweet to him. And it's just a sweet ending, but it is a very emotional tearjerker. You will cry. The next one is A Star in the Night. Again, another nativity movie that you can find online. You can find on YouTube. Oh, Mr. Krueger's Christmas. And I believe it came out in 1945. And it's very much about Jesus. But it's not about Jesus. So, it's about a couple. She's pregnant. They stop in the diner. I believe they're all filled up with hotels. There's 3 guys at the diner. So I'm just trying to go out based off memory because I haven't seen it in a couple of years. But they go to a hotel, I believe. No. I think they go into a barn. And she has her baby, just like Joseph and Mary. And the 3 guys are at the diner. They're there. And, when the baby's born, there's a star in the night. It's a really sweet movie. I believe that one's about 30 minutes. So it's basically not the human, but it's basically like a 1940s version of the Nativity. So I think that was a really beautiful movie, and it was just really sweet. And the last one is, it happened on Fifth Avenue. I saw this probably 5 years ago, and I haven't seen it in so long. But it was a really sweet movie. It's about a drifter who he goes around and he drifts. He's a homeless guy, and there's an empty mansion, and so he makes himself right at home. And there's this guy who just lost his job, and so they meet, and he stays at this mansion. That's the owners are on vacation, and they're away. So he climbs through his little tunnel or window, and he just makes himself at home, and they have no idea. And this guy, the guy that lost his job, is trying to get this girl, and they fall in love, and it becomes really funny because it becomes like this, and a lot more people, from what I remember, a lot more people start coming into the house, and he's trying to do this big entertaining, and so it's just a lot of shenanigans that happen after that when a drifter decides to make himself at home in a big empty mansion. So I hope you enjoyed that. Those were 10 of my favorite movies. I do have a lot more, like The Polar Express. Oh, sweet movie. So yeah, I just wanted to do that, and I might do another video of non-holiday movies. The ones that they show around this time of the year, like they'll show like Willy Wonka and Wizard of Oz, so those kind. Meet Me in St. Louis. Although it does have a Christmas part in there for maybe about 10 minutes or so. Another one is like Planet of the Apes for me. So of course, like Die Hard. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you, and I hope you enjoyed it. And Merry Christmas. So, oh, do you like my new Besame? Yeah. Okay. It's the ink paint. It's the ink set. Ink paint. Okay. It's the one that looks black that isn't black but showed up like this. So, so yeah, so that's it for me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.